And when you see, you know, the young AWP walking on a stage, first Tier 1 LAN event, to the chant of a packed out arena, that is something special. That is Counter-Strike right there.
Without a doubt. Doesn't get more hometown than this. Young player, this first big event, and he's going to come in swinging, taking down the world's best in Donk. Pistol round is explosive from FURIA, as it has been all tournament long.
MongolZ leading the charge. There's some help out of Yakindar. And with some real heavy hitters knocked out, MongolZ just keeps on going. What a debut in the semi-final for MongolZ. 2 kills to propel him into the pistol, and FURIA looking to start things off with a bang on train.
Zontic's locked out. And the inevitable waiting to happen. FURIA just to force this one through. Fallen's ready to re-swing. Zontic's clearing positions. But we all know where this one's going to go, and Yakinda makes it so. It's very easy to get behind this MongolZ story, but this is still such a one-sided game on paper. But I can't help but buy in early, Harry.
Now re-smoked in at main. Still time left for FURIA. Not the end of the world. They can wait that out. They're in a strong position to split out onto this A site. The Donk is that first point of contact, and he will wrestle for the main control. Good for 2. He'll get traded. Yuri suddenly turns on a dime and brings this round back to life for FURIA. Still in with a chance. They've got to get past Zontic. It's the home crowd favorite, MongolZ and Yuri. 3 kills deep. Yuri is on for the ace. Will get knocked out of this. And so here is a big test for MongolZ. A clutch factor for the Spirit Squad is Shiro. Closing in, he has no idea where the orb's gotten to. Is he going up? Going up, spotted on the jump up. And time is of the essence for MongolZ. He did get the bomb back. Chance at the plant, Shiro gonna try and run him down. Charges in! Locking MongolZ down, stopping Yuri in his tracks. He's been electric from round 1, and Yuri can have games like this, right? Where he does just step up and dominate, look to take a lot of control.
I don't think you're ready for this. He's just going to sit behind the wall. Donk runs in! Yakinda teaches him how to entry. Double kill for the Latvian. And FURIA, just like that, are on a roll. They're looking at this B side with lust.
He's still going!
More.
And that should be round secured. Yakindar has done enough as a one-man army. It's a team effort right now for FURIA. Not every day you see Donk getting deleted like this in head-to-head fights out in the yard.
Just such a sick opening move because it's not telegraphed at all. He drops a lurk smoke in main to put out that Molotov and just gets behind the Olaf box with a flash. And Spirit have no info. They don't know he got there. Donk's moving into play his close position. Yakinda knows that. And a quick punish turns into a triple kill in yard. All the meanwhile, his team were ready to go B.
Starts to make Spirit paranoid as to where FURIA are ending up here. But it will just be this B exec.
Explosive bomb flies in there for Fallen. It's got no support right now. They need to start scaling because there's 2 players back at CT and rotates are flooding through the connector. Yuri got to go back, prioritize that plant. Kazakhstan provides the cover onto Donk, and Yakinda's followed up, deleting the lurk. 1 by 1, all that's left is the B anchor. He's not even had a chance to fight, and FURIA end his round just like that. Kazakhstan triple kill.
Other than that, they've been running into Vitality. Maus, you didn't think FURIA were going to push their buttons the same way.
All right,
this is a far better start. This is a round that Spirit have to hold on to.
Magic's full flash. He doesn't have the gun for the job. Kazakhstan runs and guns through the smoke from Chopper. He'll pay the price. 3 on 5. Favored now. Shiro's got to save him. Bomb dropped, and that gives time to reset for Spirit. Reroutes, try again.
I mean, Shiro is someone giving you a little bit of faith. Is the reason Spirit have this 1 round on the board. And he's still alive towards the tail end of this one.
Oh, that's
Kazakhstan dead, and now it's MongolZ's time in the limelight. Everyone's had their turn. MongolZ getting pressured. First shot sails past. And Shiro will clothesline him, cutting him out of that clutch round again as Shiro bests him in one more.
Shiro returns to the orb. Zontix sat back at B, and MongolZ attempts an entry. Yakinda's been very successful, not in these last 2 rounds. Shut out by Chopper. Bomb just going down, committing like that. And Kazakhstan rails Zontix's head off. MongolZ with the cover, bit by bit. Spirit fall again. It is just a whirlwind of death. FURIA shut the door.
And it kind of felt a bit like deja vu. The only time I've had this weird type of electricity in the room I can ever think of before was back during FURIA Na'Vi, all the way back at Rio.
And you want to know something funny about that game, Harry? That FURIA Na'Vi Rio Major match at the end of 22, that was the last time that FURIA as an org. Yuri on a lurk. Shiro in the right position.
If FURIA can shoot for double digits right here, right now, that feels like it's too far gone.
For sure.
And they would have never, outside of, 2 big Shiro rounds, they would have never let their finger off the pulse here. But they've lost Yuri early. That is a serious bit of firepower removed from the FURIA squad.
Ooh.
There's Yakinda in the kill feed, though, and he's taking heads off! Yakinda has just laid waste to Team Spirit. Shiro is still in this. The one guy giving you anything right now, but he's not alive for long. And Magic's left on this lonely 1v3. Late from IV, spotted now. And there's no saving anymore, Magic's. He's going to try and go for this one. They'll give him fights. FURIA just brimming with confidence. MongolZ. The resident Orpa sends them 10-2. Or else FURIA blow them out of the water to open up this semi-final. Kazakhstan forced off the angle. Moves already being made for FURIA. Double push through the pop dog. MongolZ falls first. That's the reaction Spirit were hoping for. And they'll go right into Yakinda, finding a little bit more. Sights now set on the A play. The smoke from Fallen, does it make them reconsider? It will start to pour on out. Main lost, Fallen feeling pressure. They're all around him. Oh, but Fallen holds on! Delivering a second chance to FURIA, maybe. No. How much further can Fallen take this? 3 kills deep. Now he's got Kazakhstan moving in with him. They close the gap. Fallen has to fly solo. In this all alone. Made the change to rifling this year. A huge task. The dawn of the international squad. Fallen has risen to the occasion well. But expecting him to win this clutch now. Surely that's asking too much. And Shiro will shut him out of it. The anti-clutch for Team Spirit.
Absolutely feels like a 1v9 right now for Shiro. Just every single round attributed, credited to this player. Started doing it last year. When they have money for full buy, they go MP9 armor, they keep the pressure on, they maybe get AK upgrades. You know what they can do? They can run at you. MongolZ meets his makeup. Molly nade, just the same. Spirit shut it down. Oh, that was close, but Yakinda whiffs a spray. And so Spirit find out what they're up against, and they have no issue dealing with it.
One thing that's kind of liberating here is like there's no incentive to save if you're FURIA. And so screw it, right? Even in this 3-on-5, you're keen to give it a go.
Oh, right.
Spirit have to grind this one out, and the boost up won't be expected, but Kazakhstan's missed the opportunity. Fallen giving chase, closes the distance. This MP9 holds on. And Fallen lives to tell the tale. Right now, that bomb, low HP. On both players, it could link back up with. Shiro's far from a safe bet. And as Zontix clears out the B site, the one position he won't have a spot on is Yuri lying in wait.
Yeah, he tells his teammate to check it out. Magic's well, falling on the head, but still Fallen with a chance, Fallen with the option to get wild. 1v2, tagged up players, Shiro on 8 health, and he's a long way away. Will Fallen's patience pay off? Yes, it will. We're on.
Down to the 1v1. The battle of the young guns chasing glory and the legend defying time. Can Fallen make this happen? Taps the bomb, tries to bait the peak. Shiro doesn't fall for it. Shiro doesn't take the bait. Fallen no longer has time to win this. He'll get all the kills, but the glory goes the way of Spirit. Shiro with another anti-clutch round.
And the damage done off that bonus round put FURIA within touching distance. Win this, Spirit might be broke. MongolZ makes it happen. Donk is getting humbled today.
Donk's learning how it felt for those teams back in his debut in Katowice. He just can't find a thing.
I feel like he hasn't even got to play a lot of these rounds. Even if he's feeling cold, it's probably as a result of these rounds. He's been getting hit with util.
Important one back for Zontix. At least give Spirit a fighting chance in this round. Chopper lobbing in a bit of a fake, but it's just that one smoke over onto the bomb site, and FURIA already have deep info on main.
And MongolZ remains mobile. It's what we've seen in these group stage games as well. He takes a shot, he repositions, he's all over the map, he's everywhere. Spirit can't get a read on him. Can Chopper piece it together? A push out A with a back turn. If he took that peek, he would have had Fallen dead. Instead, a barrel for Kazakhstan, and he'll rip off Chopper's head.
Spirit were coming back to link up with their captain. And now they've lost him. That was the one guy with a bit of ownership over A. That just leaves him in the firing line of Kazakhstan, who's getting away with murder right now.
You should say
Spirit have imploded in this round.
In this game.
They lose Donk, they never recover. Limp follow-up couple of fights, and FURIA in pole position.
Oh dear. Nothing guaranteed, nothing safe. Fallen finds Shiro, and it's just the orb dragged into that next round. We're only going to see an orb and one AK. FURIA 11-5.
Yuri with aggression. Trying to find that fine line of looking for the equalizer, pushing and prodding, but not getting caught and making matters worse. He will manage to get down the ramp. Fallen also spotted over on upper.
Look at the reset, so decisive. But Spirit will be committing to this be executed, and I don't think FURIA realized that. Fallen backs out of the bomb site. Yuri throwing his nades upper. They're just running out.
He's been able to get on this line at ramp now. That should be calmed across, but flash dodged. Yuri will get run down. Big pickup for Chopper, and FURIA know when a round is too far gone. Not insignificant for Spirit that they pull up here, putting all their money in, everything on the line, riding on this round. They get out with 5 alive.
That's why FURIA save as well, because this is the kind of round that reignites a team like Spirit to make a comeback in this map. It's still going to be a long road.
You usually see him starting off over towards Ivy, but not afraid to make his own plays. And in this round, he's trying that. Leaning B with Yuri. Looks like they want to take space. However, Spirit are quick. Out through main. They bring fights early. Good nade damage. MongolZ's orb will deliver at that B site. And for such a mobile AWPer,
if Spirit go through this smoke, he's going to miss entirely. Try and stop them from scaling. Spirit announce their presence, and MongolZ soon to be the same. Oh, wow!
Wow! Can't follow up with a third. MongolZ's done his part in the round. Leaves it to the rest of his team. Donk gonna nail Yakindar, but the fight's not done yet. Shiro with a bit of aggression, creeping forward. This is a powerful line with the AWP.
Would have had one.
Decides against it, gonna try and swing on a timing here.
Scared of that smoke.
Donk allowed to just pepper up Yuri. This is getting more and more unlikely by the second. FURIA wasting some time. It's gotten Shiro to a very powerful position. And there he is to close. There's no doubting the mileage that Shiro is giving you right now. He is very much the guy that has kept spirit in this map.
Yeah, FURIA lost track of him completely. They never knew. Oh my god, MongolZ caught off guard completely. Donk just runs out main like that. No fear for Donk, but maybe double nade puts him on his last legs. Fallen runs through the smoke. He runs through the smoke. Donk team killed by his captain. God. It comes crumbling down.
MongolZ might put them on map point right now. Missed shot sails past, but Magix is on borrowed time. One back from MongolZ. And this clutch would be game defining for Magix. Around the Spirit did everything they could to lose. And they're starting to consider other options. His decision to just slow right down has made FURIA nervous.
FURIA's dead. Magix knows he's here. He saw his foot under the train. Back turned. FURIA considers. Magix takes the win. 1v1 now, sticking in the smoke. Kazakhstan right behind. Would he really do it?
These are the rounds Kazakhstan's supposed to bring FURIA. These are the rounds he's meant to step up in. Wrestling with Magix. Kazakhstan, Eagle does it. Map point for FURIA.
They walk out upper again. Kazakhstan, strong position up close. He could drop the bomb on its own. Chopper's kicking up dust in the face of Fallen, causing drama on this A site. He goes through the connector. He can backstab this play. Holding down B is Kazakhstan, and that's the bomb. MongolZ covers his team. Kazakhstan gets a dink, and Donk is so low. 20 seconds to get that bomb back. Can FURIA stop it in its tracks?
Another from MongolZ, the close for Yuri. And it's not a melody, it's a symphony. The choir of his countrymen light up this arena. FURIA run away with Train to launch themselves into one hell of an opening in this semi-final.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
FURIA stayed in their seats. They've been sat out here soaking it in, waiting for this second map to start.
Loving every second of this are FURIA, but is that going to change with a T-side on Nuke for Team Spirit? Train maybe underprepared, maybe too early to call. Nuke, as Dust said, reliable, proven. Spirit on a pistol round, get a bomb plant, and that already feels like enough for FURIA. They may have a flash setup here in the heavens, but they're so low, and they've got no kit. And it comes. Oh,
Yuri dead before the flash even goes out.
And it falls short.
And so the hope of a last-second retake surely cooked here. Spirit come out the gate swinging with that top side hit. One kill puts them in the right place. And FURIA go no further.
It's a big bomb. Every second counts, every micro movement as an anchor, so important. And right now he only has a pistol.
Oh, Molly spreads out a little, but they power right through it. Kazakhstan, good for one, but he's chewed up in the doorway. And FURIA with two players down at lower, they both have to fly up the vents. Right now it's not being held. Don gets picked up for free. That's weird. This is meant to be a really hard part to get back through, but they fly up their vent, they make it happen. Magix holding on. Chopper peppering from back in the lobby. It comes down to this clutch for Magix. He's got the edge. Knows where your Kindar is. Wider on the angle, but it won't matter. Every reason to win that, but can't stick the landing.
Magix again shut out in a clutch, and he just looks confused. I don't blame him. How does Yakinda win that round? Speaking for itself, MongolZ, his position is important. He goes back to support ramp. Yuri's already here. Spirit will meet them. Oh, there's Donk.
Big pickup. MongolZ in the kill feed, and they'll molly him off. But Yakinda holds on to lower, at least from the secret side. Is he ready for this three-man push out through ramp?
Oh, Donk's angry.
Dealt with straight away. Donk warming up into this semi-final. 2 kills deep on Donk, but still has to go even further if Spirit want to take this one over the line. He's got Shiro left in the round with him. This was the guy who shut FURIA out of clutches all train long.
Kazakhstan needs to get down the ramp. He needs to get there quick. Shiro's so low. Box into a corner, hits that crucial headshot. Unbelievable kill that might force a save out of FURIA. Do they really want to risk everything they've got, including the AWP? They go quick into Donk. 3rd kill of the round. Donk has had enough. Shows up to play this semi-final. Better late than never. And he has to run. That bomb is a problem, and it will take Donk down. At least the AWP survives, but Spirit find a round.
But let's see him having that AWP and saving it out of the last round. MongolZ is very much the man to keep an eye on here.
Oh, I love this call.
Top side hit out of Spirit. They know the AWP is the only thing to worry about. They're going to run through Kazakhstan.
My God.
Will hold the line. Gets out with a lot of damage.
Thought he had a 3rd there. Forced
Push out. Yuri. Even more, and this time MongolZ seems interested in giving it a go! Up in the air! MongolZ! They're closing in! They can't find him!
What the?
How many times is he gonna get away with these misses?
Zontics just
Ugly
about.
1v1!
FURIA flattened. But again, terrifyingly close. Okay, Kazakhstan, that's unreasonable.
Zontics just got annihilated. And now Lobby lost. Spirit slow to a crawl. Kazakhstan still killing.
This is one gun. And he's arming his team. MongolZ goes up the ladder. FURIA don't give a damn right now. They're just running at you. And Spirit can't even stay alive. Standing still, dead every step they take. Yuri's got another, surely locked in. As Shiro in spawn, they want that AWP back. They're going to come and get it. Flash, flick, Shiro getting surrounded. Good call.
Gets the AWP out of there at least. But look at the net closing in on Shiro. They swarm him.
That's a 1 rifle round, right? That's a round of Spirit win. In the second with Donk on a Hero AK getting triple entry, Kazakhstan goes and does the same thing. And they abandon ship. They go back to A. Is this A or is this Vent? Spirit side by side into the site.
Blowing open the main smoke. Good timing for Kazakhstan to catch them crossing in. But Fallen and him will get overwhelmed. Donk on a hero gun of his own. It was Kazakhstan with heroics for FURIA. Let's see if Donk can match him. He's already put Spirit in a fantastic position here.
Took some spam damage, got out. He doesn't want to take that risk. He wants this in his own hands. Not again.
Surely you don't get up the vent again in another one of these retakes. Yuri plays his hand very, very late. They do have a kit on Yuri. He's going to catch one for free. Both players in the site are accounted for. Yuri with the tap!
No.
Oh my God! Shiro needs to deny another one of these clutches, and Yuri closing the net.
Wait.
Time is real close, and he doesn't have it. Once more, Shiro is the safety net.
With MongolZ AWPing ramp. I mean, looking at the map now, you'd say 100% Spirit win this round. FURIA going to save. Maybe they're going to get a couple of kills, but they should have no business being in this one.
Insta death for the 2 top side players. The swarm of Spirit overwhelm the top side. Ooh.
No guarantees. Donk really dropped. Yeah, he's coming for this kill. Very trapped. Donk figured that out. He looks very aware right now. Donk on the warpath. Boost on the ramp, but Spirit looking to up the pace. Again, looking for this A side. They are relentless, and they go instantly. Donk gets his entry on the main drop, and that's how the round ends in seconds, 130. And FURIA, the save call already uttered. They're going to try and poke around, see if Spirit overplay their hand, but even Chopper tucks him back behind main, not willing to give this round away. The bomb is a bit of a problem, but they'll chuck it over. And Spirit assured that this is a 7th.
I mean, the message to FURIA is pretty clear right now from Spirit, and that is, we do not respect your top site hold. We do not think it's good enough. They keep running it back until FURIA can figure out a way to solve that.
Spirit are that kind of team, right? They're not going to overthink this one until presented with a problem. Awaiting nades that aren't coming from FURIA. They don't test or challenge this outside util, and it's a second wave, a second layer. Back garage player doesn't stop Donk. He does get a tag, but Donk is inside that smoke. He paths through, round the world, and back again. Yakinda trapped back garage, needs support, but he's on his own, fighting tooth and nail. Through the smoke comes Kazakhstan, and Donk is still challenging, still pushing forward, but he's lost the bomb in the process.
Donk has done all he can to carve a path out in this round, and he's done it all low HP, right? Taking this space away, winning that second fight. Look at these types of moves that MongolZ makes.
Audacious.
All the way through lobby, taking T-Roof, clearing out the spawn, but this is going to leave him away from the bomb. Now
So
retrieved
late.
out in the yard. Kazakhstan, one bullet would get rid of Donk, and it lands. 2 kills from him to try and make this feel doable. Zontix is going to overwhelm Kazakhstan. And so in this 1v1, MongolZ on the aggressive reroute, so unexpected. A decision that could have left him far and away. Like you found your way back in after a very lengthy economy battle to open up this second map.
Kinder's most aggressive start outside as well. He's been pretty passive on this CT half for his sake. Donk with a jiggle out wide. Catches Yakinda ADing.
And what you're going to learn, Yakinda, is when you meet Donk out in the yard, you have to hit that first bullet.
Yeah. And
you don't get time to get a spray off like that.
Donk hard to hit. He'll make it down secret this time. Back to what works. An impossible hold.
Yeah, Fallen needs a multi-kill. He's struggled getting away with more than one. Kazakhstan tries to lend some intrigue, but dead as he flies up through the vent in a desperate play. MongolZ is close by in the hut and left to the extremities in a lot of these rounds, left saving. Finally, the chance to play him, but a 1v4 odds overwhelmingly against him. Spirit charge him down.
Donk, he's heard something all right. Top main position taken. FURIA drop in. They deny Donk immediately. Yuri with a lot of room. 5 on 4, feeling good right now for FURIA.
I mean, one thing FURIA will appreciate here, they get to set the pace, they get to set the conditions on these fights. Yuri very aware of that, and a wild way to go and hunt Zontix down over in lockers. Oh no,
yeah.
Shiro!
Maybe no.
Played the trigger discipline, wanted to milk that for all it was worth, but ends up with nothing. Dominant pistol from FURIA, leveled against Team Spirit.
They are fearless. They know exactly where Donk's playing, and they still face him head on in that pistol, just trying to get him out of the round as quick as possible. So you must admire it for FURIA, but we still need to see some serious depth on this T side, akin to Train, if they're going to win this in 2. Kazakhstan now cutting off a key rotation point here for Team Spirit, and Chopper calls his bluff. You won't hold this. You made so much noise. You're not going to hold this at all. He's snuck down. He's behind the bomb. He's seen it on the map. He can call his team in from ramp. They're all here.
AK in the right place.
Bomb loose.
Donk puts it to work. Ball rolling now. And there's the help. Once more, a hero gun in the hands of Donk, combined with the quick thinking of Chopper in this one. Look to stem the bleeding for Team Spirit. Yuri in a rough spot, so many angles open here, and Chopper will find him.
That's such a sick read for Chopper. That only works against good opponents, right? That wouldn't work against noobs.
And I think that probably speaks to how much Fallen's got going on to try and micromanage, to try and take onus of in this round. It's an uncharacteristic error from a veteran of the game. But right now, you're trying to plug holes, so many of them, in fact, forgetting some of the basics. MongolZ has opened this round up, though. Donk gonna find himself in the right place, and isn't even a requirement. Zontix owns the ramp.
And they can speed up, but look at Zontic's realization. If they're hitting ramp like that, they're both going behind these secret smokes. They're going into B. Zontix entrenches himself in the site with Donk covering from above. FURIA, this is a near impossible site to break into. They get a trade on Donk. It's a great shot, but Zontix is on for 4 kills in this round. And Yakinda's on the clock, drops in, gets that kill, but a 1v2 still to embark upon.
Right now, they're kind of baiting him, right? They're taking a lot of attention over towards his single door, and that's lent time to Shiro, who drives the knife in. Shiro flexing in this semi-final, showing us a more confident.
And FURIA fall flat on their face in this T side. That force, and nothing since. Can FURIA break in? That's an entry. Hell of a shot. Gun gifted.
These hero gun rounds have been anything but a safe bet.
For either team.
Crazy influential in this game so far. Yuri looking to have his time, being the one with a swing round.
He's had a fantastic map, but he can't do it alone. And he's not surrounded by much. Glock on Fallen, spam, won't connect. Spirit have to muster up a retake. They have all the weaponry, all the utility they could possibly need.
It's a test of the crossfires, test of the synergy of a new look international FURIA squad. Donk won't be able to open, can't get a beat on Kazakhstan. Yuri takes it one step further. Spirit, they thought they had this one in the bag. Yuri and Kazakhstan, that Brazilian tag team, have made them have second guesses. And Spirit have to give this one up. They have to concede. It's only Chopper left standing. Huge round from Yuri.
Yeah, throws a strat book out the window, rushes the ramp smoke. Breathe easy.
Spirit are really ready for a yard fight. Yeah. They've got Shiro down in secret, Zontix back of garage, who Shaw is known about, but still has supported Donk out here in the yard.
Donk has multiple HEs to break these smokes as well. He won't get to use them. Yuri is his counter. They go clearing. They like what they find. 5v3 for FURIA. The floor is theirs.
As they focus in towards the top site, Chopper holds on to the lobby. Magic still, as a result of that, has this freedom to look into the heavens.
But even FURIA are aware they haven't got lobby control. Shiro's getting pressured down B, but they're never ending here. Yakinda can come up the vent if he wants. Avoid that AWP at all costs. Flashback site, Magic sees him coming. Players on different levels, and he's peaked at the same time. Chopper cut down, and Shiro has got to save as FURIA look for a flawless round. Oh my. They make it look easy.
As this game continues to close up. Now they're the ones in control of the money. They're the ones forcing Spirit onto these awkward partial investments. Kazakhstan spams and wins. Yuri watching for the ramp aggro, will get overran. MongolZ doesn't want to fall here, but you know this guy is stubborn about the lines he holds. He refuses to give it up, and he's actually cleared ramp a little deeper. Fallen. Oh no! A misstep from the captain. Serato still trying to find that bomb. Fallen had it on his back as he went out through the door.
I mean, your smoke's your best bet, but he doesn't want to put it down to risk. Yukinda misses that timing. It's only a pistol. Don can't punish. They give up the bomb. FURIA don't know that. Yukinda's coming in to backstab. Still weaker weaponry, and with Spirit putting distance between themselves and FURIA, that only benefits this FURIA T side. Can they find that bomb? Can they pick this back up? Shiro's moving in on a flank. Magic's behind a Molotov, and this backstab might be everything. FURIA turn on a dime. 3-on-2. They recover the round. They recover the bomb.
Still in with the chance, right? Spirit have excelled, exceeded expectations in this round, but MongolZ cuts them out of it.
This is a fake right now. They are going towards the ramp. Can they draw a lot of attention is the goal of this execute. Yukinda strutting outside behind the smokes. Zontix, last time challenged, he got his double. Yukinda's shut down by Donk through the smoke, and Zontix blocks the play. He can call for support. Shiro is here at the right time. FURIA's plan gets stalled out.
Nades are punishing, nades are brutal. And into the double stack they will go. Shiro, good for the first. Zontix hangs around to fight this, so Yuri's escape is not guaranteed. And Spirit know that FURIA haven't played out into ramp. He'll catch Yuri on the fallback. Fallen dead. MongolZ 1v4. It's not gonna happen. Spirit with a backbreaker of a round. Five kills to take us to Mirage. 5 kills for that shot of redemption. Spirit have tightened up here on Nuke. There's no denying it. And so FURIA try and deal them a fast topside hit. That's what Spirit were doing all first half long. And they know how to repel it. They've got a Donk. Swinging wide through the main smoke. He locks FURIA out of this. And they can feel it coming unraveled. All of FURIA looking on as Yuri is tasked with the impossible. Questions around Spirit coming into this series, coming into this event, the favorite to make those finals. Some uncharacteristically close games across their run through the groups, taken further than you would like in playoffs. But looking to recover and make this a 3-map semi after all. 1 kill is all that separates them from that goal. And again, it's Shiro to deliver it. Spirit are here to play. This semi-final just got real interesting. And it all ends on a classic map. One that's for Brazilian Counter-Strike.
I'm expecting a confident lead here from Spirit in this CT side. Magic spots the rush. Donk is in position. We've got a B stack. Spirit have read it well.
Donk in the kill feed. The stack now known about. And Donk still going. 2 kills deep in the pistol. He'll round it out with the hat trick. Leaving an impression early on to open up Mirage.
Yeah, I just saw the most emotion from Donk after that round that I have all series. He was a shell to pull their weight in this third map.
Oh, they all come back and chase Shiro there, caught out on an island. And FURIA say thank you. We weren't expecting much out of this round. And so having him, warmed back up and into the swing of things now, hitting hard and recovering from a very slow start at the top of this semi is a big problem for FURIA. Ooh. They feed the beast. Donk. My word. Gonna try and round it out. He wants all of them. Gets out with 1 HP. But on this map, this guy feels like a main character.
Yeah, Juggernaut energy. Rather than get rolled in this final map of play. Serato just walks out under. They were not ready for that pace. Snuck the whole way. Shot Zontix in the side of the head. Donk and Shiro emerge into the map. Whoa, wallbang now.
He's been spammed to death. I mean, that's one way to deal with Donk. Never face him head on. Bomb is on its own on the back of MongolZ.
Both A players were picked for FURIA, so re-attacking here for MongolZ is nice. It's risky with the bomb alone. but it's also a position that Spirit aren't really expecting. They think it's all mid.
I mean, you've dealt with Spirit's opener, but their closer in Shiro on that AWP still alive and will be in the right place. Makes it over to jungle and scopes in on this AWP now. Going to collect a free kill on Fallen, tipping the scales in Spirit's favor.
One is fine for Chopper. If he can just squeeze out a single kill here with Fallen on the stairs, he can expect an A play. MongolZ hits a perfect timing, but Chopper is also unknown about. Shiro checking out the site, considering all options. Can MongolZ find anything? Surely he's not going to go hunting on ramp. What a read from MongolZ. Is this a free kill? It certainly might be. 2-on-2 now. Shiro can stop all this funny business.
Shiro is here to close these rounds. And an open plant that will seal their fate. Kazakhstan, hold on a second. A rare miss out of Shiro. Very low on time, but he will be on his way to a plant here. This is a great round from Kazakhstan. Can he round it out with the clutch? No! Magix up and over, lays it to rest.
Yeah, Magix is pretty ice cold on the clutch, right? We've seen him lose actually two pretty important ones in this series, one on each map. Right now they're looking very calm, very composed, very clean. 4-0 lead. FURIA, some cheeky ideas, but right now just getting bested in these fights.
I mean, you know, this is where you look and it's like MongolZ has been great in these playoffs, but...
Oh my God, full blind.
This in a third map, your fate hanging in the balance in a game that feels so hotly contested. Spirit having warmed up into the fray. Right now, it's only Kazakhstan hitting. He's got MongolZ left up in this clutch round with him. A lot of damage done, and Magix could get caught on the spawn flag. Gunpole just in time. This fight means everything, and Kazakhstan can't get his bearings. Eventually gets past Magix.
All right, let him cook.
But
this
the clutch is just beginning.
Yeah, this is the guy. This is who you want for FURIA in these kind of positions. A 1v2 where experience reigns true and low players to finish off.
In with the backstab now. Shiro scoped up at the spawn. No idea the move that Kazakhstan has just made. He will have a plant here and a fighting chance in this clutch.
Offered him a path, he will take it. A plant as well, even better, sweetens the deal. But Kazakhstan isn't going to stop at that. 2 kills into the round, 2 to find. Spirit group together, side by side. Kazakhstan, a potent position. He can't peek too soon, and Zontix finds him on that repeat. A little more delay would have gone a long way, but Spirits stay flawless. So he's got to re-emerge in this third and final map, or this fairy tale run, this dream run in his home city is over. It's starting to feel that way. And FURIA changed their tune.
Play a little faster, but that leaves them in the firing line of the Shiro AWP. FURIA just can't find these openers, these kills to kind of get the ball rolling, and even when they have, the responses have been swift for Spirit. Kazakhstan even risking it to a spam there, a sign of desperate times, calling for desperate measures.
Smoke behind him, Chopper just pushes Palace, but it's going to offer up a free kill here to FURIA. Can Magix get back in a powerful position?
See the util coming in, get the early warning sign. Fallen, dead fast. And this B-hold is unwavering.
Locked out. Don't
even make a dent to FURIA, as they can feel how times have changed in this series. Spirit swelling up, looking to swallow them whole. Yuri forced into a save. And still flawless on this CT side, as there's not a weak link in sight for Team Spirit.
They are just playing a solid defense here. No crazy plays, no audacious moves, setting up their stars.
It's an old Brazilian curse rearing its head for FURIA. At a horrible time here in Astana. Chopper feeling some pressure, does have support on the way, but there's no stopping Yakindar from running over him. Pace change for FURIA, nets them a couple of openings, but they've got to try deliver on this round. Low econ as they come into it, but it's given them hope. It's given them something on this T side. Donk still in the picture. And you can never count this guy out. His footsteps in towards the spawn. Knows he's going to be unaccounted for on a deep angle.
What's the goal here? You've burnt half the clock already, and FURIA is still considering this position. He was hoping maybe they wouldn't. He's going to move in for kills, but there's no winning this round now. Zontic's out in con. FURIA. Damage is the goal here for Donk. Min-max, as I said, as FURIA will get on the board with their first round.
Well, it's a liberating feeling if you're FURIA to finally break through, right? 6-1 now, you at least get that round. You do it on the Tech-9s, it's a little bit faster. You play like you have nothing to lose.
There's dust set on the desk. We're expecting these con splits for FURIA. That's exactly what we're getting in this round. What they've been showing in those couple of maps played already on Mirage, and Spirit are well prepared.
Magic's going to get dealt with, though. They were ready for him up on top of Balk. Here comes the heavy hitter. Dead after one. Kazakhstan deals with the Donk problem. And that opens up a bit of a runway now for FURIA. The freedom you feel when the guy who's 13-4 is dropped out of the server. The rest of Spirit, can they stumble back into this one? Fallen, bested, down in the connector. Kazakhstan still lost to the hands of time, and that's as Chopper makes his move. The fangs of FURIA, Kazakhstan and Yuri. The two in this FURIA squad for some time coming have got to hit hard here. Just Zontic's left to beat. 2 kills for each of them, and Yuri absolutely nails it. Far from comfortable, but a round nonetheless.
Yeah, nice read for Yuri on that fake pun. He repeats. He knows even if he dies, he's going to get traded by the close con player. Any round the Donk gets 1 kill and gets traded is a round well done for FURIA, as far as they're concerned. Oh!
That is a hell of an opening from Yakinda.
Missed window and he's ready. You wonder if it's on purpose. It is FURIA. They did have a habit of missing smokes. But Yakinda very aware of that fight. Who's ready for this?
Magic's certainly not looking like he is. Timing's weird. Timing's out there.
Oh,
Yuri,
no.
That was supposed to be both of them on a platter, but in comes Fallen and lend a helping hand.
Nice.
They will get past Magic's. Missed shot. Zontix is in no position to go for this, low on health. Donk very far away, holding on to an AWP for rounds to come.
Could have gone a lot worse there with that whiff from Yuri, but Fallen happy to be the sacrificial lamb, jump in, allow those trades. FURIA now go for the hunt. They know the value of these guns.
I mean, no doubt FURIA feel like they're finding a bit of a rhythm in this game. First round they win, coming down to a tight clutch scenario. Second round, Yuri and Kazakhstan having a battle back.
Right now faking mid-solo with that AWP, while FURIA just go again into this A site. They've manually cleared this position before, but Magix is baiting for it. That makes Chopper all the more valuable. This could go very wrong for FURIA.
Yeah, this crossfire is so gnarly to break through. That's guns picked up. AK's gained, man advantage taken, and that's before you even take into account that you're going into the full stack at this A site. MongolZ left to look on as once more a rough round falls against FURIA.
And it doesn't get better than that. And boy, does it pay off. 1/2. And Spirit try and make it better. Hey!
They're doing all they can to try and bring MongolZ back online.
Vitality send their regards. Donking connector and an under-defended A site. Spirit getting aggressive in middle. Kazakhstan? Oh my god!
That's a crazy catch. Don't get in the kill feed,
Doesn't
but there's
matter.
so much more to this Spirit squad in this third map. Only Yakinda. Zontix,
hello?
What's going on? Burns down so low. And that's given Yakinda not just a low HP player, but info to go on top of it. First kill comes in. Magic's even spotted and heard getting into that corner. Right now, Yakindar is piecing to get there. Everything he needs to give this round a go, but it's a swing from Shiro that seals his fate.
That's an aggressive spirit. That's a confident spirit. Felt like they were ready to throw that round away, and I think the playing passive would be a mistake. They trap Yakindar in the open. Magic's making steps, and Shiro swings in.
And you feel like you're letting them down. It's very, very hard to switch back on. Been so impressed with how he's done on the big stage, the biggest stage he's ever been on.
Oh, Tom.
But it feels like you found the limit.
They try to activate him again, a quick mid-take. Donk denies it. Shiro in the sight. Sniper bearing down upon A, pushed out of position, and Yakindar punishes with 2 more kills, but then Donk answers the call. 17-5. He has simply had enough. He is going to that grand final, whether you like it or not. Donk over the top, rushing through the smoke. FURIA changing the plan. They're trying to reset. They're trying to get out of here. Run away from Donk.
Where do they go? They're going into CT. Look at this. Oh, no!
Hello!
After a slow start.
Oh!
Donk! Deal with the devil. Unparalleled. But you see him there. You feel his pain in the player cam.
Same setup for FURIA, the Spirit round as well. They go for the quick boost, they get the info, but they've still got to stop the roll, slow it down. Donk coming out apartments is put down by Yuri. 2 kills, and then the trades are in. Spirit own the site.
This is brutal. 4v2. Kazakhstan brings a glimmer of hope. MongolZ doesn't play early, and that lets ODDIK get this bomb down. Goes for the short fight, will get run through. Kazakhstan doing all he can to keep FURIA in this game, delivers them a pistol round.
Getting swallowed whole. Yuri had a great nuke. Individual output was immense. And Kazakhstan is doing his best to keep FURIA in this hit, set them up. We got to buy immediately. 3 rifles. You barely know who won that first round. MongolZ given an AWP. Again, FURIA continue to try to activate this young player. He finds a 5v4. They fight mid with force, and they take a 4-on-2. Unbelievable that they again drop him that second round AWP.
I mean, as we said, right, like the rest of FURIA, they are the experienced pieces. This Brazilian trio, they know the pain of losing in front of the home crowd, and they're doing all they can to get MongolZ online. They keep dropping in these AWPs. They want him firing on all cylinders. And that can feel comforting. Your team have not lost faith in you. FURIA stick the landing on the conversions. They break through the team spirit force by no problem.
Does Yakindar know the chopper's behind the box? He could kill MongolZ right now. I don't think this info is a clear. Flash up top mid, missed shot. MongolZ recovers.
That's huge. Sure, doesn't find Donk, but one hell of a recovery. Even tries going fishing for a little bit more. Donk still unable to trade out through lower.
Inside of the site.
Imagine how deeper than they're ready for. Zontic's even with the spot on a CT. And they might be lulled into a false sense of security. Magix has some serious ground gains. Donk ready to spring to life through the connector. What? Yuri gets deleted. Shiro in the board next, and Donk let him off the leash. He is not missing a beat. A point to prove.
Into the back of FURIA, leaving them with no money against 11, forcing an awkward decision. Donk looking to do it again, looking to devastate, dodges the AWP, just gets up past it. He is at the front of middle at 140 on the clock, and he is putting the pressure on.
I mean, he's so oppressive, but will get dealt with.
Hello. Where did that come from?
Now that they close that gap, kind of the net tightening around Shiro.
The noose round his neck. He's read it. But the trade is not guaranteed at all, apparently. Fallen 2 and 14.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Pounded
Don't get
down.
ahead of yourself.
Giro.
2 quick kills, 24 seconds left, but he still just commits to the save on this AWP. If only he knew the routes that were open and lied away ahead of him. They continue to close in. Giro finally brought down. Ends up being an expensive round.
Yeah, too expensive. FURIA don't want to muster that. Coming out of under, Spirit take middle. FURIA look to threaten it, and Donk's transfer is denied. Again, you'll take that 1-for-1, but there's more where that came from. Shiro at the top of middle, Spirit trapping into this A-bomb site.
The only man here is MongolZ with his AWP. There would come a moment in this game where Kazakhstan, where Yuri weren't enough to keep it alive, and MongolZ had to be the guy on this orb. Hits the first. Magic now out of the round. Yuri catching them on the cross. And MongolZ keeps the pressure on. Still harassing out from the spawn. Plant comes in, but FURIA hold the advantage. Even time to get back into these post plants. MongolZ caught on the creep out through the spawn. This is where Fallen with 2 kills needs to try and uplift this somehow. Shiro on a jiggle, 7 shots in the AK, falls.
Reset.
At the hand of Fallen. Are they ready for Zontix over at ramp? Deep and the lineup has just put Spirit in pole position in a big way.
And Donk's got a smile on his face as well. He doesn't even need to do it.
And that's it, it's back-to-back forces now for FURIA. They have to try and upset with lesser guns or else this one's over. But these hero gun rounds have been threatening regardless of who wields them. Kazakhstan feeling pressure to make a play, gets involved early. It goes untraded, but look at the space that Spirit have in middle. They didn't have the firepower to fight for this. They instead look to the extremities, and that's given Chopper an awful lot of room. Kazakhstan has missed these timings. Kazakhstan should be a dead man. Chopper not ready for more. His teammates moving in to join him. MongolZ left as the last man in B, and that Deagle's getting whittled down. Once more, he had to deliver, and once more he's been locked out. Yakinda moving on in, a round that comes close, but then Spirit shut them out of, and things don't get better for here on out. Spirit are gunning.
We're seeing aggression in the post plant, forcing the finish against FURIA as this new international team. A valiant effort, but getting cut limb from limb in this final map. It was never going to be easy, but Donk makes it impossible.
They want to close this one out here and now. No funny business, no chance that they come back. Donk will get vanquished. And a final last-ditch effort for FURIA sees Yuri flung into the top of mid. A double hold should mean his death is as good as guaranteed. Spirit hear this, they've got all the info, and the patience is rewarded. Sometimes you don't know your demons till you face them, and Donk is that demon. He tears through FURIA on this Cinderella run, stopping them in the semis. For MongolZ, the greatest of days yesterday, today the most painful.